जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी सभी भाई बहनों को। कैन यू हियर मी? जय श्री माता जी।
यस दीदी, जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी। कैन यू हियर मी?
Yeah, we can hear you. जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी to all my brothers and sisters.
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
Let us all bow down to Shri Mata Ji. With complete humility and surrender. and sit down in front of Shri Mataji comfortably with both hands spread towards Shri Mataji. Soon as we spread the hands, we start getting the flow of Mother's love in the form of vibrations into our hands. Let's enjoy that. हम सब श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होके वंदन करके बैठ जाएंगे और दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर फैलाएंगे ताकि दोनों हाथों से श्री माता जी की छवि से बची हुई चैतन्य लहरों का महसूस कर सके अपने हाथों में। श्री माता के चैतन्य रूपी प्रेम को महसूस कर सके, उस प्रेम का आनंद लेते रहेंगे। श्री माता जी के प्रति हमारे हृदय में पूर्ण दया, भक्ति, श्रद्धा, प्रेम और शरणागत भाव के साथ हाथों में बहती हुई इस चैतन्य लहरियों के सहारे हम अपनी कुंडली माँ को उजागर करके अपने आप को श्री माता जी के प्यार के बंधन में जुड़ जाएंगे, रक्षा कवच डालकर। With complete love, devotion, dedication, and surrenderance and humility in our hearts, and with the help of the flowing vibrations in our hands, let us raise our Kundalini Mother and put ourselves into the bandhan of Shri Mataji's love. बंधन लेने के बाद हमारे चैतन्य की स्थिति गति देखेंगे। After taking the bandhan, let's observe our vibrations, our vibrational status on both our hands and on our Sahastrara. देखेंगे कि हमारे ब्रह्मरंध्र खुल गया कि नहीं और हमारे सहस्त्रार पे चैतन्य धाराएं बह रही कि नहीं। Let's observe whether our Brahmarandra is opened and whether our Sahastrara is emitting vibrations. To feel it more, let us keep our right hand on our Brahmarandra and press our scalp and rotate our scalp 7 times in the clockwise direction. ब्रह्मरंध्र को खोलने का एहसास करने के लिए हम अपनी दाहिने हथेली को फैला के हमारे ब्रह्मरंध्र पे रखेंगे और हमारे तालू के चमड़ी को 7 बार घड़ी के सुई की दिशा में घुमाएंगे। धीरे से हाथ को 2 इंच ऊपर उठाएंगे. Let's raise our hand 2 inches above and feel the opening of Brahmarandra and the opening of the petals of Sahastrara. Let's wait until the vibrations are totally cooled down. चैतन्य लहरों का ठंडा होने का इंतजार करेंगे और धीरे से हाथ को और ऊपर उठाएंगे, जैसे कि 7 इंच 10 इंच से, जहां तक हमारे चैतन्य लहरियों का ठंडापन महसूस हो सके. Let's raise our hand 4 inches above and still higher and higher until the place where we can still feel the coolness of these vibrations. Let us establish our attention and our hand at the highest point and feel the Kundalini Mother on our hand, which is flowing out of our Brahmarandra, out of our Sahastrara, and uniting us with the Paramachetani. The union or the yoga has to take place here. महसूस करेंगे हमारी कुंडलिनी माँ को चैतन्य के रूप में ब्रह्मरंध्र को से निकलते हुए सहस्त्रार को खोल के बाहर निकलते हुए महसूस करेंगे उसी ऊंचाई पर जहाँ हमारे कुंडलिनी माँ हमें उस परम चैतन्य से मिला देती है, यानी कि योग घटित करती है. Let us enjoy this union with the Param Chaitanya, with the Paramatma. And let our Kundalini Mother take us into the realm, into the kingdom of God. कुंडलिनी माँ हमें भगवान के साम्राज्य में लेके जा रहे हैं. चित्त को उधर ही छोड़ के हाथ को नीचे लेके आएंगे. अभी बाएं हाथ से यही करेंगे. Let us repeat the process with our left hand. First 2 inches above Brahmarandra and lift it higher and higher up to the place where we can still feel the fullness of the vibrations. Establish it there along with our attention. Then feel the Paramachaitanya flowing into our hand and through our hand into the Sahastrara, pulling down our Sahastrara, and this Paramchaitanya's vibrations spreading into all the pithas around Sahastrara. And then to slowly trickling down, seeping down into our whole body and into our subtle body through our Sushumna Nadi. cleansing all chakras and the nadis. अभी हमारे बाएं हथेली से परम चैतन्य बैठे हुए महसूस करेंगे। वो परम चैतन्य के चैतन्य धाराएं सहस्त्रार को ठंडा करेगी और धीरे से आजू बाजू का सारे पीठों को, चक्रों को, पीठ के पीठों को भी ठंडा करके वो ठंडापन हमारा शरीर तक नीचे फैलते जाते हैं। महसूस करेंगे। अगर नहीं हो रहे तो भी कोई बात नहीं, ऐसे करते रहे तो जरूर एहसास हो जाएगा। धीरे से परम चैतन्य संस्कार से हमारे शरीर की और सारा शरीर में और हमारे सूक्ष्म शरीर में भी सुषुम्ना के मार्ग में महालक्ष्मी के हाथ पर प्रवाहित होते हुए सारे चक्रों को, नाड़ियों को शुद्ध करते हुए मूलाधार तक फैलाएंगे। अटेंशन ऑन द मूलाधार, चित्त मूलाधार को, मूलाधार को ठंडा होते हुए महसूस करेंगे और धीरे से फिर चित्त को सहस्त्रार के ऊपर हमारे हाथ में लेते आएंगे। चित्त उसी ऊंचाई पे छोड़ के बाएं हथेली को गोद में रखेंगे। From the Muladhara, let's take our attention back to our hand at that highest point, and let us leave our attention there and bring back our hand onto our lap. Just totally become thoughtless. No more thoughts pouring in, and let us prepare ourselves for this meditation session. पूर्णतया निर्विचार होके इस ध्यान के लिए समाहित हो जाएंगे। अभी इस स्थिति में श्री माता जी को आमंत्रित करेंगे। In this very stage, let us invite श्री माता जी, परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा करके इस ध्यान सत्र में पधारिए माँ और हमें मार्गदर्शन दिखाइए माँ। हम सब बच्चे, आपके बच्चे एकत्रित हो गए हैं माँ आपसे ध्यान करने के लिए। कृपा करके अनुमति दीजिए माँ और हमें मार्गदर्शन दिखाइए माँ। जैसे चाहे वैसे इस ज्ञान सत्र को बढ़ाइए। ओ डिवाइन मदर श्री माता जी, kindly come into this meditation session. We, your children, all have gathered to worship you, to meditate upon you. Kindly permit us to do so. And please guide us all through this session and let this session go as per your Christian will, Mother. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा करके आपके पावन दिव्य चरण कमलों को हमारे हृदय में और हमारे हृदय के पीठ में रख दीजिए माँ, और आप हमारे शास्त्रार में विराजमान हो जाए। For Divine Mother, kindly keep your notice reaching towards heart chakra and the heartbeat of Sahastrara. And please be seated on our Sahastrara, the lotus of our Sahastrara. You are the Sahasrara Swamini Madam. आप ही साक्षात श्री सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी हो मां। Let us take our attention now to our left heart where our spirit is located. अभी हमारे चित्त को बाएं हृदय पे लेके जाएंगे जहाँ हमारे आत्मा स्थित है। श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे कि हमें पूर्णतया शुद्ध आत्मा बनाने के लिए pray to श्री माता जी to make us all the pure spirits. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपा करके हम सबको शुद्ध आत्मा बनाइए माँ। हम सब शुद्ध आत्माएं हैं, ना कि हम इस शरीर मन बुद्धि अहंकार या प्रत्यहंकार या भावनाएं हैं। ये सब तो तात्कालिक है माँ। नित्य और सत्य है हमारे आत्मा। हम सबको हमेशा हमारे आत्म स्थिति का महसूस होने दीजिए माँ। Divine Mother, kindly make us all into the spirit form. We are not this body, mind, intellect, ego, or superego, or these emotions. These are all temporary, Mother. The eternal and the permanent one is our spirit. The spirit is the truth, and spirit is the love. And it is the bliss, and our spirit is the vibration, power, it emits vibration. And this is the collective consciousness. Kindly bless us all with His qualities, Mother. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, हमारे आत्मा ही सत्य है माँ और नित्य है। हमारे आत्मा ही इस चैतन्य को प्रसारित करते हैं और महसूस करते हैं। हमारे आत्मा हमेशा साक्षी स्थिति में रहने का कृपा कीजिए माँ। हमें सामूहिक चेतना भी से भी आशीर्वाद कीजिए माँ। कृपा करके हमारे आत्माओं को प्रकाशित कर दीजिए माँ। Divine Mother, kindly enlighten our spirits, Mother. And enlighten our attention. हमारे चित्त को भी प्रकाशित कीजिए माँ। अभी हमारे प्रकाशित चित्त और प्रकाशित आत्मा के साथ धीरे से ब्रह्मरंध्र से निकलते हुए सहस्त्रार पे लिखी जाएंगी। सहस्त्रार में स्थित हृदय के पीठ में हमारे आत्मा को स्थित करेंगे, जहां हमारे पावन माता श्री माता जी का दिव्य चरण है। हमारे चित्त को और आत्मा को उसी हृदय के पीठ में स्थिर करेंगे। Let us take our enlightened attention and our enlightened spirit, passing through the Brahmarandra into our Sahastrara and into the seat of our heart chakra, that is the heart pita, just below the Brahmarandra, where our Divine Mother's lotus feet are situated. Let us all become one with the lotus feet of the Mother. Our attention, our spirit, ourselves, everything surrendered and becoming one with Srimati Sahastrara. हम, हमारे आत्मा, हमारे चित्त और सभी श्री माता जी के दिव्य चरण कमलों में विलीन हो जाएंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपा करके हम सब इस आत्मा के बूंदों को आपके परमात्मा रूपी प्रेम के महासागर में विलीन कर दीजिए। हम सबको भी उस प्यार का महासागर बना दीजिए। विराट के अंग प्रत्यंग बना दीजिए। और हमारे आध्यात्मिक उत्थान प्रदान कीजिए। Divine Mother, let all the drops of our spirits become one or merge into the ocean of Sri Paramatma, Paramatitan love. Let us all become the ocean of love. Make us all part and parcel of Virat. Make us all one with each other, Mother, and one with you. हम सबको भी एक दूसरे से एकाकार कर दीजिए माँ, और आपसे भी एकाकार होने की आशीर्वाद दीजिए माँ। Let's enjoy this oneness with the Param Chaitanya, the Paramatma, the Virat, and enjoy this Viranand, the Atmanand, और the Parama. उस परमात्मा परम चैतन्य से एकाकारिता का आनंद लेते रहेंगे और उसी निरानंद यानी कि सहस्त्रार के आनंद हमारे आत्मानंद, आत्मा के आनंद और ब्रह्मानंद या परमानंद को महसूस करेंगे और उसी आनंद में हो जाएंगे। इस निर्विकल्प निर्विचार समाधि स्थिति, कोई विचार नहीं, कोई विकल्प, बस निश्शब्दता और श्री माता जी के पावन चरण कमलों से एकाग्र। Let's enjoy the state of thoughtless awareness and the dauntless abilities. And let's enjoy this oneness with Sri Mataji's Buddhism. Let us enjoy this Nirananda state in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi state. Let's increase this Niranand by listening to Sri Mataji's Amritvani from Sahastrara. इसी निर्विकल्प निर्विचार समाधि स्थिति में उस निरानंद को और भी बढ़ाएंगे। श्री माता जी का अमृतवाणी को हमारे शास्त्रार से आपके साथ हैं।
It is so wonderful for your mother to see so many beautiful Sahajogis assembled together on this day of Sahastrara. I think the first era of Sahaja Yoga has ended now and new has started. In the first era of Sahaja Yoga, the starting point was first the opening of the Sahastrara. And gradually it's not on my and gradually moving towards the completion, I find there are so many who are great Sahajogis today. The first one was, we can say, is just the awakening of the Kundalini. It is a very natural process of growth that you have gone through. We are seeing the
Can you hear? It's like the voice is low.
No, we can't hear.
We can hear.
Jai Shri Mataji, we can't hear actually.
Hello? Can you
Yes,
hear?
no sound, no sound.
fontanelle bone area. As you see on top of your head, these bandhans. That's how you two have in your head,
Yes,
same way.
now it's clear.
And you have the chakras, same way built
Can
in
you hear now?
in your Sahastrara. So in the first era of
Yes, we
Sahaja
hear
Yoga,
now.
Yes,
we have awakened the deities in your centers, in the medulla oblongata and also in the brain.
Video is
But
in the
now the
fast
time has
mode.
come for us
It's
to
very
spread it
fast, the speed of the
on a
video.
horizontal level.
Okay.
And to move it on the horizontal level, we have to understand how to go about it. Like the 7 colors yoga, the starting point was first the opening of the Sahastrara. And gradually it's not on my just it's and gradually moving towards the completion, I find there are so many who are great Sahaja Yogis today. The first one was, we can say, is just the awakening of the Kundalini. It is a very natural process of growth that you have gone through. Piercing the fontanelle bone area. As you see on top of your head, these bandhans, that's how you too have in your head, same way. And you have the chakras, same way built in your Sahastrara. So in the first era of Sahaja Yoga, we have awakened the deities in your centers, in the medulla oblongata and also in the brain. But now the time has come for us to spread it on a horizontal level. And to move it on the horizontal level, we have to understand how to go about it. Like the 7 colors of the rainbow, we have got 7 colors of the light of these centers or the chakras. And when we start it from the back, from the Muladhara, bringing it up to this side, Agya, then it is placed in a different order if you see it clearly. I mean to say that in the Sahastrara, because it's a concave placement, it is important to understand that the center of the fontanelle bone area corresponds to our heart. Heart is the pivotal point for the second irana. I hope you understand what I mean. If you have to place your attention to Sahastrara, first thing you have to do is to pay attention to your heart. In the Sahastrara, the heart chakra and the heart itself, the Atma, coincide. The Jagadamba becomes one with the heart. That is the heart. So we see that here the yoga takes place. At this point of time, it is very important to understand that we have to take a bigger step. The whole Sahastrara moves in this way. All these chakras throw their lights in this way, in a clockwise manner, and this axis is the heart. So the essence of all the religions, of all the prophets, of all the incarnations is compassion and is placed in this chakra of heart. Thus we understand that in the second era, now we have to have compassion. It's the manifestation now of the compassion. If God Almighty had no compassion, He would not have created this great universe. Actually, His power or the Adi Shakti is the embodiment of His compassion. And this compassion has brought forth all the evolution to human level and even your emancipation as Sahaja Yogis. And compassion is always completely covered with forgiveness. You can see the Trinity meets at this point. Of God is forgiveness, is the embodiment of forgiveness. So the God Almighty, who is the witness, the mother who is the compassion, and the child who is the forgiveness, all of them meet at heart chakra and the Sahastrara. Now one must learn how to improve Sahastrara itself. You know the presiding deity of the Sahastrara very well. The place of Sahastrara is in your head as you think it to be, but it's just the center of the whole universe. To develop this, you have to pay attention to your heart chakra in the fontanelle bone area. If you pay attention to the fontanelle bone area, then there you must establish the deity. But this deity has to be first established into the heart. You are very lucky people that you have the deity in person with you. The people who got realization before you people, I came on this earth, had to imagine the deities. And in that imagination, they were never perfect. But as they say that at Sahastrara, she is Mahamaya. That is how it is described. If you also see the person, you may not be knowing fully that person or in the perfect way or a complete way, because Mahamaya Shakti is much greater than your imagination. That's why one has to surrender. With your limited imagination or brain, one cannot see the deity. So it is said she is Bhakti Gamya. You can know through bhakti, through devotion. So the devotion has to be there, but the devotion has to be a very clean devotion, in the sense there should be no malice in the heart. Heart should be clean. Heart, to keep it clean is very difficult. Always human beings have a relative understanding of reality. Reality is absolute. So to achieve that, one has to get rid of all the other kind of impurities that are within the heart. So in the beginning, we try to achieve our realization not with very clean heart. At that time, we had lots of attachments. We were identified with false things. And also, we thought by getting realization we'll become very powerful people. After realization, also, we started indulging into petty things. We started asking for favors for our relations, friends, mothers, sisters. And the women thought of their husbands and their brothers. They all asked for the blessings of all those with whom they were entangled. All this entanglement you got over, I know, very soon. Now the job of a avatara is such that he has to fulfill the desires of his bhaktas. For example, Sri Krishna was asked by gopis that we want you to be with us individually, with every one of us. So he divided himself into many Krishnas and he was with every one of them. So he divided himself into many Krishnas and he was with every one of them. Ask me about your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. I tried to do that whatever was possible. Also the kshema that you asked for, ashrams you asked for, all the things that you needed was there for your desire to be fulfilled. So at the Krishna's level it was yoga kshema vahamyam. So the kshema was looked after at Krishna's level because it was promised. What next in the new era that has to come? As you have now good families, good ashrams, good jobs, everyone is happy. Let us think of the next era. Next era is of compassion, as I told. But any one of the chakras are weak in you still. The light that becomes white because of the 7 colors may dim out or may be defective. So all the chakras that are within us are to be looked after. To pay attention to every chakra and put compassion, the feeling of compassion on these chakras. Let us take the chakra of Sri Ganesha. You pay attention to Sri Ganesha and establish him through your thought, because now your thought is divine, in the Muladhara chakra. Here now you have to know that in the first era of Sahaja Yoga I could not have talked of these things to you. This is much subtler doing. Now put your feeling on that chakra. Chakra is the Pradesha, is the country, and the king is Sri Ganesh. And that's the country. Now when you put your attention onto that chakra, put your feelings towards him, a feeling of love and adoration to him to begin with. And then to manifest compassion, you have to ask nothing but one thing, that, O God of innocence, give innocence to all the people of the world. But first, you have to be innocent to ask that, otherwise it is unauthorized asking, or you can say you have no right to ask. So, to understand, in a sense, you should try to understand yourself, how your mind is working. When you say, look at anyone, do you feel that you should possess that person? Do you feel unduly attracted, or something base feeling comes into your mind? For an innocent person, when he sees a beautiful person or a woman or a beautiful scene or a beautiful creation, the first thing should happen that he becomes thoughtless. There is no thought. So if there is no thought, there is no question of having any expression of possessiveness or any kind of a baser feeling. But if you pray to Sri Ganesha, also unauthorized a little bit, that please make me innocent, so that I am empowered to ask you for this boon, that wherever I go, I become the source of innocence, so that I emit innocence. When people look at me, they feel I am innocent. This is compassion. The compassion to ask Him to give you the power of compassion itself. So that, as you see here, these beautiful centers, as if the light starts moving horizontally, starts moving on the sympathetic nervous system. So you become the powerful innocence yourself. You don't become stupid or childish, but you become childlike. The whole behavior is extremely dignified and innocent. Normally, if you find a person who is dignified, is not an innocent person, because he puts up a show. It's a deliberation to become serious and show that he's very dignified to impress others. And child doesn't put up the show of innocence, of dignity or anything, because the child is not aware of deliberations. But you develop that rare combination of innocent dignity. Now the other quality of, say, Sri Ganesha starts expressing itself on horizontal level, that you become discreet. That is a power, I am again saying, the power of discretion you develop. One must understand the difference between the power of discretion and discretion itself. So the power means it acts. For example, you may not speak, but if you are standing somewhere, the discretion itself will act in the situation. Like a Sahaja Yogi, supposing, is a good Sahaja Yogi, is going in a train, and the train has an accident. Mostly it will not have, but has. Nobody will die. So you establish the discretion, which is power itself, that acts by itself. You don't have to say that you act, it acts, but you just become the vehicle, a beautiful, clean vehicle of that discretion. Then you should believe, now you are spreading horizontally. In the first era of Sahaja Yoga, you needed to see me in person. You needed to see me in person. As we say in Sanskrit, dheya is the target. You wanted the target in front of you. Whatever is to be achieved. Because there's no word in English language, what to do? So now, when you wanted that all the time, and you felt happy, secure, joyous, when you had that in person before. Then, in the second era, now, you will not desire so much that mother should be there. You will take it over from me. This is the divine desire I am telling you about. And you have to work on that from today onwards. I am with you, you know that. But need not be in this body, because I don't know if I exist in this body or not. But once this desire starts working, you will see tremendous miracles happening. It is so connected with the whole thing. In your divine desire also it is connected. And it is very evident when you are a divine person. So you may find me anywhere. You are walking on the street, suddenly you might find Mataji walking with you. So this is the second era we have started, and you should not be shocked if you see me sitting on your bed and putting my hand on your head. Or you may see me in the form of Christ, walking into your room. Or as Sri Rama. That has to happen. You should be prepared. Already so many miracles have taken place on you, but on a grosser level, you have seen the light coming on my head, and the photographs have shown some miracles to you. But many things will happen that you will see something that you could never imagine. This has to happen just to convince you that you have reached a certain height of your evolution in the new area of Pragyalok. Because this is a new state into which now you will be entering on a horizontal basis. In this area, you will give up asking for gross things. In this area, you will give up asking for gross things.
Dans cette dimension, vous renoncerez à demander des bénédictions à un niveau grossier.
And also for anything subtler. The asking will disappear, and that is the time you will become very powerful. Whatever I say happens, as you know. Only thing I cannot command you to be evolved. The Kundalini's work in you has been done quite a lot. The new work of compassion, of spreading it to others, has to be done by you. As the light grows brighter and brighter, the area it covers becomes bigger and bigger. You become the giver of compassion. In my last lecture, which you have heard already, I have requested you how to do tapa. With a complete surrendered mind, you have to go through the pilgrimage, say, of this castle. This is one of the glimpses of the tapa that you have to do, because I am told some of you had to get into little difficulties, and you people suffered a little bit on your way for the pilgrimage. But it is fun. To be venturesome and to get into places where the devils dare not go. And if you know how to get fun out of the so-called discomforts, then you should know you are on the right lines. And as you start becoming discreet automatically, you should know you are progressing well. As you become more peaceful and your temper vanishes in the thin air, as soon as you see somebody attacking you, then know that you are progressing well. As soon as you see an ordeal or a calamity falling on the personality and you do not get worried about it, then know that you are progressing. No amount of artificiality
Sachez que vous progressez bien.
can impress you, then know that you are progressing. No amount of material well-being in others makes you unhappy, no more unhappy, then know that you are progressing well. No amount of labor or troubles are sufficient to become a Sahaja Yogi. Any whatever you may try, one cannot become a Sahaja Yogi. While you have got it without any effort, so you are something special. This, once you understand that you are special, you will become humble about it. Then, when it happens to you that you humble down, when you see you have achieved something, that you have some powers, that you are emitting innocence, that you are discreet, and as a result of that you become more compassion, humbler personality, a sweeter personality, then you should believe that you are in the heart of your mother. This is what
êtes dans le cœur de votre mère.
is the sign of the new Sahaja Yogi now, in the new era, who has to move with new force, where you will grow so fast that without meditation you will be in meditation. Without being in my presence, you will be in my presence. Without asking, you will be blessed by your Father. This is what you are in for, and again I welcome you to this new era today, on this great day of Sahastrara. May God bless you all.
Let us all stay in a silent meditative, yogical state for some more time and keep absorbing the vibrations, flowing, function. इसी निश्चित नेत्र के समाधि स्थिति में और थोड़ी देर रहते हैं सुना सकीजिए अमृतवाणी के चैतन्य में सोते रहिए जय श्री माता जी। दोनों हाथ जोड़ के श्री माता जी को धन्यवाद अर्पित करेंगे। With folded hands, let's thank Shri Mataji from the bottom of our hands, bottom of our hearts. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपको हमारा हृदय से धन्यवाद माँ। हमें इस ध्यान को आपने मार्गदर्शन किया और इतना सुंदर ध्यान स्थिति प्रदान किया हमें, और अपनी अमृतवाणी से हमें प्रकाशित कर दिया। हमारे आध्यात्मिक उन्नति में आप अपने मदद किया। आपको हमारा कोटि कोटि नमन, अनंत कोटि धन्यवाद। Mother, thank you, Mother. Thank you for being with us in this meditation, guiding us all through and presenting us with such a beautiful, creative state, helping us in our spiritual self. Thank you, Mother. Thank you again and again. Thanks again. सामोहिकता में कुंडल में जला के भर देंगे। Let's raise our kundalini and put ourselves into kundalini collectively. Jai Shri Mata Di. Thank you all for joining the session. सभी भाई बहनों को धन्यवाद है ध्यान सत्र में जुड़ने के लिए। सभी को निर्मल रात्रि।
जय श्री माता जी, निर्मल रात्रि।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता
निर्मल
जी,
रात्रि।
निर्मल